Kitty, what are you doing? What are you looking at? Oh, it's Whiskers! Oh. Hi guys, it's Crystal, and today we're going to do this nice Amazon silhouette nail design. I'm calling it an Amazon wildlife silhouette because, well, I couldn't think of another name for it. I'm starting off here with a peel-off base coat because this design uses stamping and no vinyl, so I don't have to worry about peeling the nail off. Then I'm going in with just one layer of white. This is Alpine Snow from OPI. If you watched my other videos lately, this has probably been the go-to white for them. You don't need to make this completely opaque, just a note. Next up, we're going to use some Simply Peel, and I'm going to slather this around the cuticles. I try to get this as close as possible without actually getting it on my nails so that it doesn't stick to my base coat, because I've peeled up a whole nail before by sticking my Simply Peel to my peel-off base coat. It's fantastic. But I'm doing this because we're sponging. To sponge on the gradient that you saw in the first little image of my nails, I used 3 colors by Glisten and Glow. I used Parasol in Puerto Rico, and then Great Balancing Act, and then Today is Your Day. I almost said Today's Your Last Day, and I was like, that's not the color's name. And then I'm just sponging this on and making this nice kind of like sunset gradient going on here. Dab, dab. Dab, 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 dabbing it. And this is why you didn't need to get the white completely opaque, because look, these colors cover so great, you only even have to dab it once. Once I do that, I like to go in with a cleanup brush and just celebrate. Separate any polish from the Simply Peel. I like to celebrate that my polish stuck to the Simply Peel. Here we go, I got 2 rounds I can go. And then you peel off your Simply Peel. Or if you're like me, you make a mess. Don't worry. I know that you guys noticed that. I'm going to go clean that up with a tiny brush. I'm going to fix it. I will. Ah, look, I fixed it. I fixed it. Then I'm putting on some glossy top coat. I put on a thin layer of glossy top coat anytime I stamp, because I use Bundle Monster stamping polishes normally for blacks and whites, and I'm using a black here. And if you mess up, you can literally take tape and pull the Bundle Monster stamping polish off the glossy top coat. So if I mess up, I can fix it without redoing the entire nail. We're using Born Pretty Plate 16, and we're going to use this image here. Like I said a minute ago, I am using a black from Bundle Monster. It's the only black stamping polish they have. I will, of course, link everything in the description box that was used in the video, all the polish colors, as well as all the tools. In case you missed that, I just used a Chuck E. Cheese points card to scrape, because I can't find my scraper. I have a Bliss Kiss scraper, and I can't find it. I have a Born Pretty scraper, and I can't find it. If you get excess on here, you can peel it off with tape, like you just saw me do there. Because this plate image on the small round ones, I tend to get excess polish from other images on the stamper. So if you use the tape to get it off real quick, you can then stamp it on the nail without worrying that you're going to get a bunch of little stuff on there. And like I said, with these Born Pretty polishes, even this little mark here I got, I'm just going to pull that up with tape too, so it's not really going to matter much. Once you've stamped the image on, you can see there's a spot down here at the base of the nail that, you know, doesn't meet up with it. I'm just taking a little tiny detail brush from this 12 brush set I have from Twinkle Tea and going in and taking it all the way up to the bottom of the image and making it all pretty. And I'm just going to repeat this process on all the other nails with different parts of that image. I started with the middle because the finger I'm showing you here is my index, and I'm going to use the edge images for the pinky, pointer, everything else. My thumb literally just has a gradient on it. I didn't actually stamp onto my thumb. You guys know I like to leave my thumb plain. I don't do nail art on it much because nobody really sees it. I'm taking the same little detail brush I just used, and I dipped it in a little bit of black polish. I used Sally Hansen Insta-Dry for this, and I'm just making little birds, not fancy birds. And the Bundle Monster plate has some like birds, but they're so big that if I stamped them on my nails with the little rows of animals, it would look huge. The birds would look so out of place and so big. So I just did little generic, little upside down W's. And then went in and covered it with a glossy top coat, and it's streaked. The top coat I used was HK Girl from Glisten and Glow, and it apparently did not agree with the Bundle Monster stamping polish. So I went in and fixed it by taking a little bit of acetone on a makeup sponge and dabbing off that black, and then putting Seche Vide on top of it, which completely fixed it. And as you can see, it's beautiful, and it's fine now. And there you go, you've got the Amazon on your nails, and it's beautiful, and there's all the enamels. I love the enamels. The drafts are my favorite though. I hope you enjoyed this. Try it out. Here's my nasty workspace. This is what my workspace looks like when I'm done, just so you guys know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more fun stuff and swatches and nail art tutorials in the future. I'll see you guys next time.